For 7 years, Clara Bennett had worked the evening shift at Ravenswood Public Library, a quiet brick building at the edge of town. Most nights were predictable. Students whispered over textbooks, elderly visitors browsed the history section, and by 9 o'clock, the library emptied into silence. Clara liked the silence. It was one of the reasons she had taken the job. On a cold Thursday evening in October, heavy rain drummed against the library windows as Clara pushed a cart of returned books through the archive room in the basement. The archive was closed to the public. Rows of towering shelves stretched into the darkness, packed with old newspapers, forgotten manuscripts, and books nobody had checked out in decades. She was halfway through sorting the returns when the lights flickered. Clara looked up. The bulb above her buzzed, dimmed for a second, then returned to normal. She sighed and continued working. Then she noticed something strange. At the very end of the room, where the history shelves ended, a narrow aisle stood where she was certain there had only been a wall. Frowning, Clara wheeled the cart closer. A wooden bookshelf covered in dust blocked most of the passage, but a small opening led beyond it. She had worked in the library for years. She had never seen that aisle before. Curiosity got the better of her. Clara squeezed through the gap and found herself in a tiny room no larger than a storage closet. The air smelled of dust and old paper. There was no furniture, no windows, only a single wooden pedestal standing in the center of the room. And on it rested a book. Its black leather cover was cracked with age. There was no title, no author's name, and no library sticker. Just a silver symbol she didn't recognize. Carefully, Clara opened it. The first pages were blank. Then she turned to the middle. Written in neat handwriting was a list of names. She recognized one immediately. Ethan Moore. 3 weeks earlier, the 17-year-old had disappeared on his way home from school. The entire town had searched for him. He was still missing. Clara's stomach tightened. She turned another page. More names. Some belonged to people who had vanished years ago. Others belonged to people she knew. Then she froze. At the bottom of the last page, fresh ink seemed to spread across the paper. Slowly, letters appeared as if an invisible hand were writing them. Megan Carter. Clara stared at the name in horror. Megan Carter was not missing. She was sitting upstairs at that very moment, studying for her university exams.